I'm riding the subway home from work in New York City, and about 20 feet away from me stands this really good looking guy, gorgeous blue eyes, thick brown wavy hair, the whole works. And even though I want to talk to him, something holds me back. What if he's a convicted felon? What if he's married? What if 100 people stare at me on this packed train? Well, I later came to realize that underneath those questions were fears I'd lived with my whole life and fears that hold so many people back. Fear of failure. What if he's married? Fear of uncertainty. What if he's a convicted felon? Fear of judgment of others, most importantly. So I'm like a bold and confident Google employee on the outside, but scared and timid on the inside. And that's where I kind of reference like, no, I don't think I was born with these things. I think I had to leverage them over time or like build them as a muscle. So anyway, I don't talk to him because of all those fears. But then when he gets off the train, all of a sudden, this wave of wild courage washes over me and pushes me out of my subway seat practically. And like this force pushes me off the train. I run to catch up with him. I tap him on the shoulder. I say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. You're wearing gloves, so I can't tell if you're wearing a wedding ring. But in the event that you're not married, you were on my subway and I thought you were cute. Any chance I could give you my business card?" So then I wait for what feels like forever, thinking this was a terrible idea. But then eventually he takes the card. He calls the next day. We go on a date a week later. We've now been married 11 years with two small kids. So that was the moment I started leveraging wild courage as a habit. I started asking for what I wanted at work and started getting promoted, growing from entry level to executive. I started writing down goals and achieving them because I would share them with the world and make them happen, like getting my pilot's license and things like that. And then eventually I leveraged this kind of wild courage to start what, as you mentioned, was one of the largest career programs in Google's 25-year history. And then I said, wow, I love my operations job that sits between sales and engineering and helps drive billions of revenue for Google. But what I really love is coaching people to be better than they think they can be. And so I left Google and now I'm on a mission to spread insane amounts of wild courage into the world.